Hi, hello, how are you? So I went skydiving. I'm going to keep this part, this one little section of the video, real short so that you can go see the actual video. But I did go skydiving. I'm now 18, and the day after I turned 18, I went skydiving. The video itself is just a little cringy because the guy filming was energetically cringy. You'll see. You'll understand. So enjoy that section, and I will go into detail after that part's over.
Alright, good morning, Sam.
Good morning.
Welcome to Sebastian. What are you doing here today?
Skydiving.
You look kind of excited.
I'm a little excited, yeah.
Not nervous, not scared?
Not really, actually.
No. You got all geared up, all ready to go. Anything you want to say to friends, family, anybody watching?
Wish me luck.
Well, let's show them how it's done. I'll see you right out of the plane, alright?
Alright.
Brother, we're almost halfway there, man. How you doing? Good. Still think this is a good idea?
Oh yeah.
Alrighty, next time I'll see you outside that plane, alright? Alright, have a good one.
Yeah.
Have a good skydive there. Have a good job.
Sam, happy birthday!
Woo! Yeah, buddy. Welcome home, man. Here, stand on up. Tell me about your skydive.
I got a little queasy halfway there.
I hear you, man. Well, I'm glad to see you smiling down here, man. Thank you for the job.
No problem. Yeah. That. Yeah, it was fun. It was really cool. I was never scared. It was like really weird and really surprising, but I was never scared. It was like, I thought when I showed up, I'd get scared. I wasn't. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, maybe when I'm climbing into the plane, that's when I'll be scared. And then I wasn't. And then we're flying up at 15,000 feet in the air, and I was like, maybe now I'll be scared. Nope. And then I was like, okay, if I'm not scared when he dangles my feet over the plane, I'm not going to be scared for the rest of the way down. He did that, and I was like, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine. And it looks like I'm scared when he's first, like, sitting on the edge because of the way they make you sit, because it's tandem, so you have a professional on your back. So he's strapped to me, and if I knock him out by, you know, freaking out and throwing my head back, and I knock him out, my ass is gonna go. So that's not something you want to avoid that. So they tell you to cross your arms, tuck your feet under the plane, and then put your head and lean it back and put it against his shoulder. So his head's here, or his head is right behind you. You're gonna like do that and put it on his shoulder. So that way, you know, you don't kick him, you're not flailing, you're not, you know, you're here, and you're not gonna hit him or elbow him or nothing like that. And then he taps your shoulder. So he tapped my shoulder, and then he said, when I tap your shoulder, arms out. You can put your arms out, you can do whatever. So I was like, all right. So yeah, that's exactly what I did. And we went over, honestly, there's an island there. I want to say it's Singer Island, but I don't know my geography very well at all. So I'm probably wrong. But yeah, it was really cool. It was really fun. My mom went, and the reason why there's a little black circle censored was she was wearing a tank top, and there's a lot of wind, and it might not have been the greatest depiction with, you know, I'll let you fill in the blank. But yeah, that was her second time doing it, and she was so confused as to why I was so calm. Because she was like, I don't get it. Like, you don't feel like an adrenaline rush? And I was like, no, I don't. Like, it's cool and all. And you know, it's awesome. It's really nice. It's a good view. But I'm not like, you know, I'm not like, you know, wired or some shit. And I was like, you have to understand, I wrestled. I did wrestling for 3 years. When you fucking step on that mat to a kid going, slapping himself, and you're about to fucking, like, essentially fight this kid, you freak the fuck out. You're like, oh shit, like, I don't want to do this. So you have to calm yourself down. Ain't nobody gonna calm you down. You have to do it yourself. So I was like, you know, that's probably partially why I have a hot pocket, so I'm gonna assemble it while I'm talking. But you have to, you know, remember that I'm used to that, and being used to being in that state of mind when facing that much adrenaline. So the fact that I'm, you know, faced with this much adrenaline and I'm calm, that's, you know, that makes sense because I wrestled. So you can't be surprised. And she was like, yeah, that's true. But yeah, it was really cool. It was really fun. The dude who filmed it was, oh god, he was nice. He was really nice, but he was so, like, energetically all right, guys, what are you here to do today? And it's like, he asked me what I was here to do after he just showed the sign that says, Skydive Sebastian. Like, what? Hey, man, what are you here to do today? Save orphans from a house fire. Like, what the fuck? No, I'm here to skydive. What do you think I'm here to do? Hey, man, how you doing? What are you here to do today? I'm here to eat pizza rolls. Like, no. And I was like, the only thing I could think of doing was go skydive. And like, no shit. And yeah, he was like, you still think this is a good idea? And I was like, we're 15,000 feet up in the fucking air. And I'm not freaking out. I'm fine. Yes. Like, I'm still gonna do this shit. The one highlight of him, though, was in midair. Like, I'm doing this shit, and he was like, you know, if I, you know, put my hand out, like, you can grab it, you can do whatever. And so I did, and I grabbed it, and he started spinning us. He, like, I guess he tilted his body in a way that would start spinning us. So he did that, and then he, like, went up for a high five, and he gave me a high five, and then went like that. And I was like, oh! So you want patty cake, do you? Bet. So these motherfuckers just started playing patty cake with me at like 10 to 15,000 feet in the air, casually, like just you know, and started doing that. So I was like, fucking, it's like, because there's so much wind on you, you're like, and And if you're not here and you do like this shit or something, you're gonna start turning that way. And they have a parachute, like a little mini chute to keep you like balanced, but you still kind of like wobble a little bit. So yeah, and then he started doing that, and then I said when I landed, he was like, "How you feeling?" I was like, "I'm fucking queasy. Like I'm a little nauseous." And it's because the dude they have the ripcords, and this motherfucker. My mom said her first time, he was like, "Do you want to control?" And she was like, "Yeah." So she grabbed it, and she's messing around with it. And then he's like, "Do you like?" He took it back. Was like, "Do you like crazy rides?" She was like, "Sure." So he left this one here, yanked this one down, so that they're going like this. This motherfucker did not do that. This dude literally didn't ask me if I liked crazy rides, didn't ask if I wanted to control it. He just went, bonk, and just did that. And it was like, whoop, and just, we started fucking spinning. At first it was fine. The only problem was the harness is kind of tight. So it was yanking on my legs. At that fucking speed, it's going to yank on your legs. So he's doing this, and then he like bounced it out, switched sides, and did this side. So I went, oh, and I did that because I was getting yanked on. So I was like, oh, and I did that. And he was like, "You all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine. It's just the harness is kind of tight." And he was like, "Oh, okay," and started fucking. He kept going. He did it. He'd do like 5 spins one direction, then switch, and then switch again, and then switch again. So he did like 20 to 30 spins, and it was like, I think it was partially because I was looking straight down as well while I was doing this. But I started getting so dizzy and my stomach did not feel good. Because, I mean, you're going fucking fast like this, so your stomach is like everything in your stomach is from here, now it's here. And it's like going up the side of your stomach and it is pressed against here, or here, because you're spinning that way. And then you balance out for a sec, and then you're over here. And it's like, what the fuck? So I landed and he was like, "How you feeling?" And I was like, I didn't need to throw up at the time, but if he continued the spinning, it would have been an option. It was fun. Yeah, it was a good time. And then my mom wanted to land before me so that she could see me land, because you don't control the landing at all. He says, "Lift your knees to your chest, I'll handle it." So I did. He comes in and he just lifts his feet and you just slide on the grass, parachute falls in front of you, blah, blah, blah. So, I thought that she was going to land before me because she did jump before me. And, what was I saying? She asked her instructor and was like, can we land before them? And he was like, "Why do you want to do that?" She was like, "I just want to see him, land, and I want to see his face when he lands." And he was like, "How much do you weigh?" And it's lighter than me. And then he was like, we're not going to land before them. She's like, "Why?" And he goes, "Because you're lighter than him, and his instructor is heavier than me. So both of us are lighter than both of them. We're not going to go down as fast as they are." And so she was like, "Oh shit." So she came down like not long after me at all. But yeah, it was so cool. And the clouds looked fucking sick. I wish he showed more of the grass. He got a lot of really good pictures. Well, pictures. He showed a lot of the really good, like, the water there. But, dude, we flew over, like, massive, like, it wasn't like there were, like, trees and houses. There were a lot. There were a lot of those. There were, like, massive sections of houses. But then there was one area where it was just flat. It was like grass and nothing else but grass for like fucking miles. It was so cool. That was probably like the highlight of the flight itself. And then when I jumped out, honestly, I didn't see a lot, partially because I was focused on keeping my head up, because for the video, he was like, if you're here like this and I'm filming you like how you guys are looking at me right now, and I'm looking at the ground, it's going to be a real good picture at the top of my fucking head. So it's like, I tried to keep my head up, and I did. I was focused on him, and then when we were coming down, it was like we were over the skydive place, which I've already seen because I've driven to it. Like, I drove right fucking next to it, so I knew what the land was there. So I got a really good view of some construction equipment that was at the Skydive Sebastian place, like, mid-parachute. But the actual free fall, we didn't get a lot. And then the length of time that I free-falled was in the video. Like, that's literally, he filmed beginning to end that entire free fall. And then the parachute, I want to say the parachute was like 5 minutes. Maybe a little less than, no, about 5 minutes. I don't know. I want to say less than 5 minutes, but I don't think that's true. I think it is about 5 minutes. And then we landed. We waited for them to get the USB with the video and the pictures on it, which is why there's an actual thumbnail on this one. It's kind of shit, but it's there. And then there's, yeah, he took a bunch of pictures. He had this like little thing in his mouth where I guess if he tapped it with his tongue or like bit down on it, it took pictures, which I thought was kind of cool. Nobody else did. Neither of you are going to. None of you are going to. But yeah, it was really cool. I do recommend it. I recommend staying calm, because if you're not, you're going to flip your shit and either knock out your instructor or puke on someone below you. But yeah, it was really fun. So, hope you guys enjoyed. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Later!